I look crazy, don't I? This is gonna be a very straightforward video. No edits, well, barely any edits, I should say. And I just want to really get the idea out there of there's been a lot that happened this week. Now, most of it hasn't been necessarily recorded. I actually had plans on to talk about a lot of those stuff, which one of them could pertain to ChatGPT, and realizing that even on AI, and mind you, my Discord has told me, my best friend has told me, general people have told me, in some shape or fashion, I am too talented to be in the position that I am in right now. And it stung, I guess, more so hearing it from an AI. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what the result is, or not result, but I don't know what it made that chain connection. And I want to really go over it, but I'll probably say that for another video. You can call this maybe the more lazy side of me right now, of not really wanting to make a proper video, edit, and then bring out to you guys. But I also want to try another method and just see how you guys feel about this as well. I know I haven't gotten a lot of views on my vlogs per se, but more so a lot of the time the vlog is more to get a better understanding of my mindset, where I'm going at and what I'm doing, and also kind of like a journal. Not a full-on journal, but kind of like a journal to, you know, somebody that does look up to me could look back on and say, hey, you know, I went through these things. And Nicole hit me up. Random timing. Nicole, you in the video now. She asked me when the next live is. We are going to do another live on Twitch, which I was about to actually talk about, in a matter of days, especially when I don't have work like that, in the next 3 days, which I'm actually gearing for that right now. Hence why I didn't really want to like dive into that, because mentally I'm trying to gear into this police. Hence why I didn't mentally get into that, because I'm trying my best to like mentally prepare for this upcoming week. I'm going to be spring cleaning not only my home, but I'm also going to be spring cleaning the lounge. I'm most likely not going to be actually coming to work. So that's money that I won't be having, which is fine because I actually have money on the side that I saved up. So I'm not necessarily concerned. It's just that part of it is going to be somewhat eaten down on my moving costs. I currently am in, if I wasn't moving, I currently have a good amount of money just saved up. I do. Minus the fact I've been buying stuff, which that's another video I was supposed to talk about. I'm supposed to talk about the other things I want, all the things I bought. I bought a bike so I can deduct the cost of transportation. I roughly spent $40 a week on transportation. So I bought a bike for roughly like $300. And by the time I move, I would have saved nearly $1,000 if I rode the bike every time I have to go to work. Though, since I got new plans coming in the horizon, if I get a job, which the plan is to get a new job, hence why I talked to ChatGPT, it's like, oh, you're too successful, or too talented successful. I am successful, but too talented to be in this survival mode basis. So I thought I'd get a new job, replacing my main job, and I would keep everything else as is. What that job is going to be, I honestly do not know yet. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going based off the list of things for ChatGPT. But like I said, we're going to save that for next week content, or I should say more so next week video. The first I'll try to avoid the ums and the uhs. Do the straightforward talk like I try to do a speech, you know what I'm saying? Like Anyway. I've been streaming on Twitch, like I mentioned already. It's a good stream. I want to do more of it. I want to do proper sit down conversations and let you guys know how I feel about certain beat making processes, hip hop culture, certain things that's going on in hip hop culture. Like there was a video from a news article, I believe, not CBS, maybe ABC. I can't remember what, or CNET, that Drake owns Kendrick's contract, which I thought that was fascinating. I want to dive into that space. I want to dive into T-Pain rant on having a cheater for his March Madness competition, which I almost joined. I wanted to join. I should have joined. And I'm like, all right, well, I should have. I didn't. I got nervous. And looking at the competition and what they had, if I was a bit more consistent on music for the year, I could easily compete with a lot of them. I'm not gonna say I could have won, but I could easily compete with a lot of them. And I also do really want to get into properly learning how to make a beat. Like that is been hitting my back of my head. Like it's not like I don't want to continue doing the way I'm doing it, which is going out Splice, finding loops, and then taking those loops and then put them into Logic Pro X, and then adjusting it so it's, how can I say it? Being on key. And then maybe chopping it up or adding a bit more elements so it's not directly from a certain pack, but it's a variety of different packs that I'm like, okay, this sounds nice, this sounds nice, this sounds nice. I like how this sounds together. I want to keep that. Okay, so every part with the chorus and the verse, I want to have an interchanging. Some cases are very simple, some cases a bit more complex. And I have a variety of ways of that. I've been actually working on some songs. None of them have been recorded. But I do have hooks in at least a verse on so far 6 songs. Not enough. I got about 1 more week left. Technically speaking, I got like 2 weeks, especially since the distributor I use, I can actually release a song within roughly 24 hours. But I'm not going to do that on account of I could get hit with this song's copyrighted and now I can't use that song unless I upload to YouTube like I did for Sublime. It's a no-go. So I'm really trying my best to at least have the music ready, at least a few songs ready a week before my release date, so I can actually do the photo shoots I want to do. I can get everything else situated that I want to do for my music, and then properly promote and whatnot to you guys. So at this rate, as far as my challenge for me to get a Tesla, it seems very slim. But I do have a lot of time in the next 3 days. So between the spring cleaning, between my home and the lounge, making music, streaming so we can, learn and you can see my process at the same time, talking about the culture, the state of culture, navigating. I got like between this weekend and the following weekend, I have 3 formals that I have to work on. So it's only 2 hours, but just the fact of cleaning after that, the fact that I already cleaned from Thursdays, and the fact that I'm going to do a whole spring cleaning where I'm going to take the entire day between here and over at my other job, I'm going to be very exhausted. I'm going to be recording a lot of content. Will I be able to post them all? Probably not. Just kind of how like I didn't post the last week content on here for you guys. I have them. I have them stored on my laptop. I have them on my hard drive. It's just going through nearly 3-4 hours to pick apart what I want to showcase for you guys. In most cases, I kind of like skim it, but just going through it still, like trying to remember, like, oh, this is what happened at 10 p.m. on a 5-6 hour work schedule. That ain't easy. Like even in the stream, I'm sitting there like, yo, I want to talk about this, but I can't talk about this because I can't remember when it happened, but I know it happened because I watched the video of it happening. And I'm like, yo, like I can't, now I got to dive into, find out again, just to chop it and then showcase it for you guys. But I do like streaming because it's live one-on-one interactions. I can read the comments. So I set it up nicely. It's not perfect yet because I still gotta get the me not, being frozen aspect. But maybe it's an update. But everything else is perfectly fine. I can see the comment section on my iPad. I can see the entire stream on my laptop. Ideally, the setup is set up. So we're nearly there. I'm being lazy today. Forgive me. Next week, I'll be on my end game. Actually, I don't know. I think maybe streaming took a lot on me, where the point where I went to sleep early. I woke up late. Like I normally would have woken up. Actually, I did wake up. I wake up around like 6 a.m. I was just like in and out of sleep because I just didn't feel like doing anything at all. I'm actually recording this at the time of me supposedly supposed to upload this. So there's that. But I'm still going to upload today for you guys because I told you guys that we're going to do this. We're here. Dedication. Dedication. Discipline as well. And there's one more thing I want to talk about before I head out. And I believe that was in regards to not the lounge, not my laptop, not my phone. Oh, wedding. I have a wedding that someone wants me to do. I haven't responded to this person yet. They actually hit me up yesterday. It's a friend of mine. It's actually somebody I've shot before, and I believe I have footage on my Out of Frame photography page of me and her photo shoot. Her name is Kim. Love Kim. I'm so proud, and I'm so glad that she is getting married. Me and her talked about this for like every time I see her, at least I talk to her about it for 3 years. I'm like, why are you not married yet? Everything that he told me about this guy, I'm like, y'all should have been married by now. And like, oh, he's waiting. It's been 3 years since that time I've been told her that she should have got married. Now they're officially engaged. And now she wants to plan the wedding out. And I know she wanted me as a photographer from a long time ago, but I just don't do weddings. Like, I don't like weddings. I've done it before. So not like I don't have the ability to do a wedding. I just don't like a wedding just because of the amount of expectations needed for the direction of my business, which something I also failed to mention until now. I am also changing the name of Out of Frame Photography. What that name will be, I have no idea yet, but I've been working with ChatGPT. Yes, I have. With narrowing down names of what I want. And I had some names, but they were actually taken by other people. Now, they don't produce what I'm trying to produce for the name that I'm trying to cultivate. However, the names are taken, so I'm not trying to have a name that's already taken. Out of Frame Photography screams beautiful, elegant, at least to me, beautiful elegance that can do weddings, maternities. Very simple yet clean, aesthetic photos, but not necessarily surreal and creative and out of this world artwork like the one behind me right here. So I'm changing the name so it aligns and identifies with that. So then now when people book with me, they book it because they like the association. When you make an Instagram post, it's, hey, I shot with such and such brand because it embodies whatever they're trying to go with. And I'm mainly trying to get work done with artists, creatives, people that want thumbnails, graduation shots. I mean, like really, really creative, clean, professional looking shots as well. Not like top tier editing, I'm not gonna. I'm choosing not to go that realm. I want to be more creative. I want to take a photo that I worked on that could look from the surface so simple that it took maybe 7, 8 hours on. And it could have been like, oh well, I scrapped a lot of it and I just gave it up. But like, it's still like one of those where like a banana on the tape. Like, oh my god, like, ooh, millions. Like I, I really don't want to do that for the value. Hence why I moved to Georgia and all this da 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 da. So this is my make or break week. This is the longest video I've had in a while. This is my make or break week. If I can't get not a single, like, if I miss out on one of the things I do, a lot of the challenges and things I said I want to do either has to be pushed back or I just will never get the opportunity. Like right now, there's a new announcement of, oh, there's going to be brand new Teslas for under 25K. Some of y'all probably like, oh, don't get a Tesla because everything's going on with Elon Musk. I don't care. Like you understand when I make a lot of these announcements and these things that I be like, oh, I'm gonna stream or oh, I'm gonna do this, and it sounds so like plain and dry as if I didn't take hours upon researching in the middle of my work or before or after I go to work. Like I watch YouTube consistently. It is my new TV. Most of the things I watch on YouTube, it's about learning, understanding different aspects of different things. Some might be redundant. Some might be a different aspect of it. Whether it's the business side of it, whether it's a legitimate craft of it, I've watched videos. I've watched videos. And I did say majority. I meant more like 40% of my content that I watch on YouTube is educational purposes or business oriented purposes. 60% is entertainment. I know I take that back. 40% is entertainment. The 20% is nonchalant because of the fact of I use my YouTube channel to use for the lounge. So now when I want to like find background videos to post on the lounge, or someone wants to look up something for karaoke night, or me playing a DJ mix off of YouTube. So yeah, that 20% is the lounge. 80% is me. And between the 80% is more so 30, 50, 50 more so on entertainment, 30% on the business side of things. But I've still done my research. I don't want to make it seem like I haven't just came here and like, oh yeah, I thought it was an idea last night. And I'm just like, ooh, I want to do a stream. Ooh, I want to talk about this. Ooh, I've done talks. You should see the categories I have in ChatGPT about multiple different things. Some of them redundant again, but it's just more so like, hey, am I doing this right? Or am I looking at this perception right? Some things I had to take internal and like, do I want to do the wedding? I don't really, but then me taking the money, I'd rather take the money because I'm about to move and I know I could give her some really good shots. I just don't know how I feel about doing a wedding. Because none of those photos I could use for promo, but I don't want people to come to me as a wedding photographer. I don't want anybody coming to me as a maternity photographer. I don't. Not sorry. Go find somebody else. There's plenty of other people. There's plenty of people that at least in Binghamton area, that you can find that shoot those type of shots. I don't know why people run to me. I don't. I know I'm good. I'm not saying I'm not good. I just don't know why. It's like I advertise, like I promote any of that. So I should get a response because it's been more than 24 hours. But yeah, I haven't read it. I just skimmed it. And I was like, oh yeah, I seen that you don't have your prices on your website. I'm like, because I don't shoot weddings. Times have changed. All right, well, I think I've been talking long enough. And I just want to get something out to you guys. And it's a lot of negative spaces going on right here. I understand that. I thought it'd just be cool that I do this aspect, switch things up a little bit. Shout out to Anime Night. Anime Night's been doing very, very well. Shout out to Socks with John. Socks with John. You've been doing your thing, man. Like, And I hope you're not too stressed out from a lot of things that he's going through, because he is also young. 25 years old. Doing a lot of things that he's doing. He's 25. Like, in comparison to me being 31, like, I'm not trying to say, oh, you got a lot of time ahead of you, but you're doing phenomenal for the life that you're trying to create. Like, if all of this falls apart, the one thing that I can say for him is that you have the knowledge to get, not only get, but to do these things over again. And even bigger and better, because you learn from your mistake. Mistake. Not to learn with certain people, or not to work with certain people, not to do this with certain people, not to do that with certain people. That's something that nobody can take away from you at all. Unless you have autism, but that's a whole different story, because that's nothing here nor there right now. And I'm not trying to wish that upon you. So let's not. Floating head moment. Woo. Anyway, swaying in my chair. Dance content is going to be up soon. I keep saying soon. I'm just going to do it. It's going to look bad the first 30 videos on TikTok and whatnot, but I want to get a swing of things. I really want to get back into dancing, and I keep saying that. I just never had done any work. My room's a mess. It's been a mess. I clean, goes back to being a mess. This spring cleaning is gonna be a legitimate spring clean, because I'm throwing away a lot of that stuff. I'm actually gonna also start selling this stuff too. That's why I'm like, there's a lot of work gonna be happening in a matter of 2 weeks. And if nothing moves the needle in 2 weeks, I gotta reevaluate, because I don't think I should be getting a Tesla on my birthday now. That's where I'm at. Which the other side of it is something I haven't mentioned, that I'm trying my best not to mention, because if I say something, they're going to do stuff on my birthday, and I don't want that to happen. My birthday falls on the day of the drag show. So I'm trying my best not to make too much of an announcement about it, because I don't want the drag to do this overly top stuff for me, and I'm cool with the drags. I just don't want to celebrate my birthday at the drag show. I mean, to some degree I am, but I just don't want to have a full-blown celebration for my birthday. Because I can see the mayhem that's going to happen, and I'm not looking forward to that. So, a few more months until that happens, but yikes. Yeah, I'm trying my best. All right, let me get going, because I actually got to get ready for work as far as the food and determining how I want to get there, which is going to be by bike, but I'm kind of nervous because this electronic bike is brand new. In the distance, I don't know if it's going to make it there. I hope it does. But till next time, guys, I'll see you later.